Okay, now that I've got the ultrasonic cleaner I've always wanted for cleaning boards, I thought let's give this a try on boards and see how it does. So I've got out a board here. This is a device that I developed for a company I work for, specialty device. And you can see here under the microscope just how much of the, we still got a lot of flux between the pins. You can see that. Just build up crud here. The board's also dusty, if you can notice that under the microscope here. But there's a lot of, look here, you can see a lot of flux on the pins and around here where I didn't clean it up. So what I'm going to do is take this board, I'm going to jump out to the garage where I've set the ultrasonic machine up, and we're going to try using it to see just how well it does. So what I'll do is I'll clean it, we'll come back in here, I'll film how I clean it, use it, we'll let it dry, bring it back in, we'll take a look under the microscope again, and we'll just see how much nicer and cleaner it looks once we're done. So
okay, I'm out in the garage. Sorry about the noise. Got the little air conditioner running, trying to cool it down. It's kind of warm out here. Here's our ultrasonic cleaner. This is the chemical I'm using to clean these circuit boards. It's called Chemtronics Flux Off. It's ES132 is the actual part number. And I've mixed it up here. I use these old Hawaiian punch jugs. They work really well. I've mixed it up 1 to 10 per the requirement of the manufacturer. And then over here on the ultrasonic, what I've done is I put it in a little plastic pop top container with the Chemtronics in here. I don't like to use so much chemical and getting my unit dirty. So what I'm doing is I've put it in just to cover the board. These screws are just a weight to hold this down from floating in the ultrasonic. And so at this point we're ready to go. I'm going to kick it on. I'm going to set it for 5 minutes. I think that'll be long enough, I'm hoping. We're going to do 5 minutes. I haven't warmed it up. It's at room temperature. So we'll kick it on now. I know the audio will go away when I do this probably. The ultrasonic tends to mess with microphones. So, I'll cut it out once it kicks on and come back when we're done. And then we'll take it in and take a look at how clean and, did it do anything? Did it accomplish anything? So here we go. And you can see the water waving. It's definitely doing its thing. So, okay, I'm back. I stopped at 1 minute from the end, so it was only 4 minutes. I don't think you need 5 minutes. I'm thinking maybe 2 minutes probably would be enough. Anyway, I'm guessing, but let's. I can tell you that they're open here. I don't know if you can make out in the camera, but that water was perfectly clear, and it's got like a tinge to it now, a yellowish tinge. I'll try to get around here and see if I can get a... So anyway, I'll pull it out, rinse it off, let it dry, and we'll take a look at it after it dries under the microscope. We'll see if this thing did anything. So I'll be back. Give me a couple minutes. Okay, we're back on the bench after cleaning the board, and I'm going to have to say the ultrasonic cleaner is the way to go. Look how clean it is between these little pins. Now, let's see if I can clear that up a little bit. There we go. Get the focus a little bit under the microscope a little better. Okay, you can see how clean it is on the pins now. In fact, you can see everything. The only thing I see it didn't get is, you see right here, a little bit of solder balls, but that's because they're actually, glued. They're solder balls. I could have scraped that ahead of time and cleaned that up better. There was so much flux, though, I didn't see that until it was clean. But you can see how it's cleaned this board up remarkably well. Let's go down and look at the little fine pin. Look at the little fine pins here on the Ethernet UART chip. I mean, it's clean between the pins. And this is the kind of problems I was never able to get things totally that clean on the boards. So This is going to work out very, very well for me when I'm doing a bunch of boards and want to clean them up. I would have to say the Chemtronics works. You know, this was flux that had been on for like a couple years. These are spare boards that have been sitting for going on a couple years, and it's just cleaned them up that clean. So yeah, I will be using the ultrasonic to clean these boards. I mean, you know, it was dusty and dirty, and see how sparkling clean the board is. Everything is very clean. So very happy with that. So does the ultrasonic cleaner work? Absolutely, it works. No doubt about it. It is definitely Chemtronics with my ultrasonic is the way to go. So, hey, hope this is an informative video. Just wanted to show you what I'm doing, how I'm getting the lab set up. Feel free to give some feedback. One thing I could say is I'm sure somebody's going to mention that plastic containers, the ultrasonics don't go through quite as well as glass. I don't like to work with glass, and I've done enough cleaning with this since I've got it. I've only had it a very short time, as you know, but I've done enough cleaning with it to realize that it does well enough. The plastic is not a problem. Everything I've cleaned has come out so clean that I'm not worried. Sorry about shaking the microscope. Not worried about it. The plastic's not a detriment. So hope to see you in the next video. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe, like, and hit the notify button. I really need it. It helps the channel grow and makes it worth my time to invest into these videos for you to continue to create content. So